NFTs on top of Bitcoin. It's here. This has been blowing up all over crypto Twitter. Okay, this new project called Ordinals. Yeah, Bitcoin Twitter. I should correct myself. Very good, Wendy. There is a difference, according to a lot of people, that only exists within their own minds. So according to this new post on Substack, we now have NFTs on Bitcoin. These things are called ordinals. It's a different way of describing an NFT, but basically ordinals are a protocol built on top of Bitcoin using an old update from Bitcoin called Taproot that went live in November of 2021. Taproot updated basically a few things within the Bitcoin protocol. For our purposes here, what we care about is how much data you can store within a transaction. Ordinals takes advantage of a loophole, really an oversight on how the developers created Taproot to be able to store large amount of data within the Bitcoin blockchain. Some people figured this out, and now they are doing what they're calling inscribing NFTs on the Bitcoin blockchain. The difference here from Ethereum NFTs or any other chain is that you can actually include all the data to an NFT. So for the most part, NFTs on different chains means that you can only point to an NFT that's stored on a server somewhere else. But with Bitcoin NFTs, you can store all the information, full songs, full videos, full pictures. You have up to the size of a Bitcoin block to include all that data. This is actually making a lot of Bitcoin people mad because, hey, they just want Bitcoin to be for money and not for your NFTs, while others are pretty happy because you actually get NFTs on Bitcoin for the first time. So we're seeing some controversy in Bitcoin circles, which is not odd. Wendy, I want to throw this up to you. Okay, your take on it.
This is the thing. I love Bitcoin. I absolutely adore it. The Bitcoin white paper is just an amazing piece of history and information that we have, and it's forced a lot of people to learn. Hold on. I gotta segue here. And it's just, Bitcoin is like one of the greatest things, I feel like, especially giving power back to the people. And I'm not understanding why that there's conflict about this, why there's an issue with this. There's Bitcoiners that do art, and they should be able to reap the same benefits that people that are doing art on Ethereum get. Like, at the end of the day, any type of creative industry, it is overrun by like record labels and art galleries and these predatory third parties. So if Bitcoin can help fix that, why wouldn't we want this to thrive? Why wouldn't we want it to flourish? Also, too, I think that this is important to note. Without Ethereum, Bitcoin developers wouldn't have been pushing to create something like this to provide an additional solution. And this just goes to prove competition is good for markets. Repeat it with me, guys. It's okay to like different things, and it's okay to cheer for competition. This is what we want. This is good. This is positive, and I'm 100% here for it.
Wendy, I'll tell you why the Bitcoiners don't like it. This was not part of Satoshi's vision. This is not a peer-to-peer transaction. It is a silly NFT.
It is, though. It is, but it is, though.
No, I'm with you. I'm not fighting you. I'm just giving the Bitcoiners a voice in this argument. I think when I was reading all of these arguments from like the Bitcoin maxis against this NFT, I thought, isn't that the beauty of decentralization? That one person, Satoshi, or one group of people can actually make this decision. And if people want to use this and want to have it, they can. There's a tweet that I want to reference from Dan Held, who is very bullish on Bitcoin. He says that this is good. He says it brings more financial use cases to Bitcoin and drives more demand for block space. And so, Wendy, I am with you and Dan and Will. I think this is great. Zach, are you going to go against all of us?
No, I'm for it. I mean, I think that NFTs are fun is a compelling argument, right? And Bitcoin has had its history with NFTs or NFT-like things, right? Colored coins going way back into the history of like digital collectibles or whatever, or something that was sort of a Bitcoin creation. So the idea that there's all this consternation from the Bitcoin maxis saying, "Oh, this wasn't what Bitcoin is for," feels a little bit like, I don't know, like old man yells at cloud a little bit. Because really, I mean, if this can bring more functionality to the Bitcoin blockchain, potentially more interest, potentially like, I don't know, all sorts of new activity that had otherwise migrated to Ethereum because Ethereum smart contracts could support these tokens in a different way, I think it's a win for Bitcoin. It should be seen as such. But obviously, there's much contention. So anyway, I'll leave it with you, Wendy. What do you got?
All I want to say is one argument that Bitcoin maximalists always have is that everything other than Bitcoin is an S coin. It's not good. It's scams, etc. So the fact that people are actually able to utilize NFTs, which they provide a real use case on Bitcoin, wouldn't this be a good thing for Bitcoin? Wouldn't this be a step in a positive direction, actually pushing people away from these dangerous scams and these dangerous cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin to Bitcoin? I think it's a win for them. So I don't understand why that they're upset.
Yeah, Will. Why are they upset, Will? Come on, man. Channel your inner Bitcoin maxi. Let's hear it.
I'll get angry for a second. I'll get angry.
Yes.
The pushback is like, you want everyone to be able to run a Bitcoin node in order for like the rule set of Bitcoin to be insured, right? Like, we're not here to make Pepe frogs. We're not here for online art. We're here to fight the central bankers. And we can't fight central bankers if everyone's not able to maintain their own copy of the Bitcoin ledger. So we need to get off all this art off the Bitcoin blockchain and just keep it pristine.